G'day everybody. Alibar Jones back again. Good to see you all. Today is we're asking a very important question: what we can expect from Trump's presidency, and the answer is pretty much end game. Now, if you saw our last video, you would have seen that Trump is, whatever his personal feelings are, he is hemmed in by deep status on all sides. And so the chances that he'll be able to not enact the end game for those guys is poor at best. Now, he has been vetted by all the secret societies. He is one of them, but his personal feelings from our last video seem to indicate he would not like to end humanity's development and put us all in an endless trap and enslavement forever. But what I will do is show you the reasons why it's just a continuation of business as usual. I
think that we've all had enough. Keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah.
Yeah, so for those of you who have been paying attention in the 20th century, this was the thing that changed everything. This is the nuclear detonation. This is a Hiroshima and Nagasaki. It changed everything. Why? Well, because the world had to go to peace. The world had been at war, well, for as long as human history. That's what we were good at. That's what human cultures did. They were a very long and proud tradition of fighting their neighbors. And this gave legitimacy to government, because what was going on there is every generation or so, everybody gets reminded, you need a government, you need us elites to organize you so that you don't get destroyed by the other side. And that had become so ingrained, it was just unavoidable any longer. And then came the bomb, and then came peace. And this messed things up for them. Their system stopped working. So what did they decide to do instead? Well, they gave the problem to some very, very clever people at a university, and they came up with the Iron Mountain Report. Now, the Iron Mountain Report details how to solve the problem of we can't use war to justify the elite's existence. We can't use war to justify government. And they said that what you need is a global threat that is big enough that all of the countries of the world are going to give up their national sovereignty, and in doing so create a one world government. And then you'll have your leisure case, your policing case, your technical case, and then the slaves. And there are three ways that this report nominated to do it. One was, it started as pollution, then it went through a few different iterations, and it became global warming. So the environment is something that the entire world needs to band together. We need to stop national interest so that we can come together and solve this species level problem. As it turns out, that's been total bullshit for the longest time. The second one was they needed an illness, a global plague where national sovereignty needs to be deleted so that we can fight it together. And you watch the World Economic Forum trying very, very hard to enact that. And it's not as though it's the first time. You may remember swine flu, bird flu, H1N1, SARS, Ebola. Like every few years, they've been trying to kick one off. I don't know why COVID actually worked as compared with all the other ones, but remains to be seen what the deal is. We'll find out in the aftermath, I'm sure. But there was a third way to get the entire world, all of the nations of the world, to give up their sovereignty to face a global threat. And that global threat was alien invasion. And you've seen different news articles around where there are UFOs flying, where everybody can see them. Now, fighter jets were not scrambled. There was no military response to this. They just sort of let them boop, 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 around and freak everybody out. And you saw this as little as a month ago with these sightings. And what this is a lead up to is an alien invasion where all of Earth has to delete national sovereignty so that we can face this global threat together. It came out as Project Bluebeam a little while ago in the form of bad aliens will come and blow some stuff up, and good aliens will then come and chase them off, and they'll be our friends. But the fact of the matter is that national governments have been in alliance with these guys since World War II. Lots of different, like all different governments have different clusters of alliances, but Earth is not ruled by Earthlings. It is an occupied planet. But our elites are just the collaborators that make it look like they don't own the show. And in our previous missions, we've found not one, but two different claims of ownership on the Earth. We believe there are two more still out there. But these are alien species who say that the Earth is part of their empire. And what we're about to go through is a shift in orientation where we know we're an occupied planet. As benign as these guys are going to be, you're going to start watching Earth manufacture stuff to be shipped off world. I'm sure we'll get a handful of technologies, but if you ever paid any attention to colonial history, this is when it stops being an Earth culture and starts being an alien culture, or where the Earthlings are trying to imitate the aliens, which is what's happened everywhere that Europe went in its quest for colonial power. The locals saw a technologically superior group and tried very hard to imitate them. Japan being the most successful of them all, so much so that it was able to field a credible army during World War II and a credible navy in World War II. It could compete with its European counterparts. Anyway, I digress. Trump's going to introduce aliens. They're going to be our friend, but they're going to dominate us. And I wonder if there's anything Trump can actually do about it. I'm wondering if there's anything our team can actually do about it. Stay tuned to our videos so that you can see more of this. But do talk about this with your friends, that the government is plotting to introduce aliens to us, and they are definitely not our friends. Bring this into conversation when people talk about Trump, because the more of us who are aware of it, the less credible it's going to be. And, you know, it did take us a while to educate ourselves on the great health crisis of 2020. That turned out to be nonsense. It took us a while to get ahead of that. However, with this one, I think we have a bit of time. We have a bit of a head start. And please share the news. Spread this as far and wide as you're able, because it's only the future of humanity. It doesn't really matter that much. Yeah. Anyway, I love you all. Like and subscribe to the video. Ciao for now. Bye-bye.
I think that we've all had enough. Keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah.